Yep. All right. Well, looks like we're starting. Looks like we're just going to let the people come in one by one. I see them starting to pop up here, and I'll just start getting to the. We'll start getting to the state of the address. Is what that's what I call it. At least is I'd call it more or less a state of address of sorts. You don't really want to call this thing the State of the Union. And the reason is if I start telling you guys, let everyone know Bun Hine is doing a state of the address on our Voles, you can post that on your social media accounts. Next thing that's going to happen is people start looking up State of the Union and they get all confused because it's not up to me, but I would think that State of the Union might be tonight as far as I'm concerned. And I'm not saying a Voles one. I'm saying a real one with Biden actually going up there and addressing the nation. I just don't want that to get cross-eyed with what I'm trying to do. So let's just start buckling in. And what I would personally do is I think I'll just start. I think I'm just going to start. What we'll do is we'll start with what should we do? We'll start with some questions before we get to the speech, or just general talking from some of the audience members. If anyone wants to hop up here, and we can start talking a little bit about what's been going on. It has more or less a way for me to pretty well much start in a sense to speak, as far as I would personally say, is start getting ready for the actual state of the show. And now Davey's going to come up here. And we haven't actually seen Davey around, and it's been a few weeks on the Voles forum since a lot of people's actually seen Davey. And I want to say to everyone that it is Davey's birthday today. And as far as I'm concerned, there is a lot of trolling going around, but I seriously better not hear as anybody's in the Voles vicinity's been joking with Davey on his birthday, because that's or trolling him, I should say. Is Davey, I hope you've gotten no trolls on your birthday. And if anybody has been giving you trouble, you just send them over to me. I'll pretty well much give them the band flare and send them on their way.
Thanks, Bun. My birthday was actually yesterday. I appreciate it.
So your birthday was it's already been passed. So
yeah, but don't worry. I'm standing up to the trolls just as much as everyone else.
I won't say if anybody wants to mess with Davey today. I can't say I endorse it, but I probably won't ban you in the same way, because I did think you never joke with a guy on his birthday like that. You never fool a guy on his damn birthday, because that's one of the few days in the country that any man can get where he's pretty well much got his thing for his own, and it's. On a man's birthday is a man's special day, and that's one of the few times that the Code of Men, or Code of Men in general, say you should never ever harass a man on his birthday. It's against the law, and I'd say that should be something that is against the brotherhood general law.
Makes sense to me. I completely agree. But of course, I'm going to agree.
It looks like we had a little bit of an issue a few days ago. Something that more or less needs to be addressed in order for the Voles forum to continue. And I can't say for certain that if something like this happened under another moderator that didn't have the commitment I have to extinguishing the troll problem, the Voles Reddit probably would not be standing still right now. We would not still have the Voles Reddit up and running. And so I can say that the first thing I want to do is just publicly thank myself and let everyone give a chance to thank the moderator, Bun Hine, for pretty well much protecting the general subreddit, is what I'd say. As far as I address the general situation over the past few days. And so I thank you, and I appreciate all the all the likes. I appreciate it. I do appreciate. There's so many, in general, loyal members of the Voles Forum, and so many active fighters, including some people in the chat, including Davey, and even saying fully amateur, and also on top of that, Pronghorn for sure, and Goblin Leg, of course, who's been fighting tirelessly to pretty well much extinguish and snuff the trolls as the forum in general makes it. And now let me report to you the incident that happened a couple of days ago to catch more or less the people up on what has happened since however long ago it was, which I would say we must have been going on 4 or 5 days since this siege has been going on, as far as I'm concerned. And it was on a Reddit forum that I will not divulge the name of, as a rule that the Voles forum will not infiltrate another forum in the same way that this forum has infiltrated us and attacked us. There was a very popular Reddit forum, was called 196, and it was a Reddit forum full of just got to be close to 500,000 people in there that pretty well much. We'll say they're a little bit from more or less a little bit of a mentally sick side. I've seen a lot of people in there posting animal hentai and such. Naked muscular dog men, I would say, is one of the examples that I've seen. I've seen a lot of really a lot of porno type of content on there, and a lot of sexual activity. And I think that it's a beehive that I would have never wanted to stir in my entire life. It's a type of beehive that is one thing. It's the one thing is, say, the hunting forum comes after you. Starts guys pretty well much coming on the forum telling us that voles need to be shot and killed. Well, some of us can kind of agree with that on the Voles forum. The Voles forum doesn't shut down, but this Reddit that attacked us recently, they don't have rules and laws like we do on the Voles forum. I say a lot of the activity on there is sick, for lack of a better word. It's very the words they say about me and about the people on the forum and pretty well much accusing us of vile, disgusting things is just really just turned me sour for the whole place in general. It's really just made me not like the whole place. But again, I won't divulge the name of it because I don't encourage harassment of our forum onto theirs. But just a couple days back, I was sitting and I just started noticing a couple posts come up. First thing I see is this goddamn weasel. It's a picture of a weasel pretty well much standing in tall grass. Is what he's doing. He's a little weasel's looking off into the tree line and whatnot, probably behind the camera. And he's looking past the photographer, even standing by flowers or whatnot. And that's right. I like to see those dislikes because I like to see them because it shows unity with the Voles forum. And I'm going to get to the questions in just a second. Let me get through a little bit more, and I'll bring you up here, Hyundai. So it looks like what happened over the course of the next couple minutes is I'm refreshing the Reddit page, so I start seeing first it starts off with weasels. It starts off with a bunch of the same damn weasel. It's this damn weasel is just standing by a flower. And the damn thing's sitting there, and it's just standing by the dang flower even. And so it starts coming in. I see more weasels. And the next thing I know, I'm starting to see other types of animals, including hamsters and guinea pigs. Also, I see a couple capybaras and whatnot, and even a couple tang vermin. I think someone posted a tang vermin, and that one was really that one really broke the camel's back for me. But before I could even remove the damn thing and ban people, I start seeing another thing. All of a sudden, it comes into broccoli sitting in a damn hot tub. A human broccoli with a damn gold chain on sitting in a hot tub in a little island jacuzzi. It was something I'd never even think of in my entire life. It was something that you only see when you really go on some sort of salvia trip. And for a little bit of a second, I'm starting to think to myself. And I just start seeing there's two little albino boys sitting in a bathtub in a gritty abandoned mall, it looked like. And he's asking if there's a vole. And somebody's even posting dead rats. And I start calling up my nephew who was in town at the time. And I say, hey, you gotta help me look at this damn forum. You gotta show me where in the Sam hell all these damn people are coming from. And I hang up my phone and best friend fucking kid doesn't even come home until the next morning. And I asked him, I said, what in the Sam hell happened? Well, he said, Bunyan, when you were commenting on the post, you were sending people to your own damn forum. And he said, that's your own damn fault. And I said, well, son of a bitch, that you're just saying the same thing that they are. And even it was that moment, the next morning, I start thinking to myself and saying, even my nephew's part of their team at that point. And even my nephew responded to me and pretty well much telling me that Voles is any different than a weasel, and that a weasel's the same damn thing as a vole. It makes me think there's so many damn corrupted individuals out there. There's so many individuals out there that want to just destroy the sanctity of Voles by making them into broccoli and making them into the damn shade 2 albino boys sitting in a pool. And I cannot stand for that as personally as I get. And the trolling has continued for the past few days. And I'll take a break here just to let some people up here. But it started the siege of the Voles Reddit is what it did in short. Is it started out a siege that is not personally ceased as of yet, as I have not opened up the Vole forum. Now, what I will do right now is also say that this is the grand reopening of the Voles forum. So I'm going to hop on over to that Reddit and open the damn thing up. All right. How are you doing, Goblin Leg and Latte? I see you two were some of the bravest fighters that we had on the whole Voles team, some of the bravest people.
I got really pissed off looking at all those fake Vole posts.
No, me too, completely.
Just really shook me to my core.
Are we allowed to say swears, Bunhine?
You could say. How's about we don't say any racial slurs?
Yeah, no, I wasn't
and
going.
not any say any homophobic slurs, but you can say any bad words aside from that.
Okay, thanks.
I wouldn't. Don't say the N word and don't say the F word.
Okay, great. Well, those damn. I'm not going to say the name of the forum, but we all know who.
We know who they are.
Those damn trolls. I was up at like 5 a.m. fighting those damn trolls to my last
You had to
breath.
stay up all night because you're already over on the other side of the planet as this was even happening. They had to wake you up for all this.
Yeah, exactly. I was just there rolling in my what do you call it? Cold sweat at just the thought of these damn trolls. These damn trolls invading our beautiful forum in here. And just, it's horrible.
They shit and pissed on it.
This guy says the Vole is surprised because it just found out how just soon these stupid little sacks of shit are going to die off the face of the earth. Now, who said that?
Some idiot, which isn't even true because do you know how many voles there are on the planet? Like 17 billion voles on the planet right now. So I don't think they're going to extinct anytime soon. No.
I think that's how many.
No, we're 8 billion voles. There's more voles than humans.
There's probably, I'd say, I would, as an estimate personally for where I have lived in the past, I'd say voles outnumber people nearly 200 to 1.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yep.
Now, how can I open
no
this?
No chance. 200 to 1?
No,
okay.
No
chance.
Yeah, you go, Davey, you walk out to a big lawn. Anywhere you go, you can walk out to a big lawn. Just say, Davey, let's say you're going to your local park. How many voles you think are in that park?
I just know that I have a lawn myself, and we had a couple voles there, and I took care of it.
All right, so that's what? That's about 2 to 1?
Well, there are like 3 of us living here, so 4 of us living here.
See, and you only saw 2 of them because they say the worst voles are the ones that get caught. It's the same way that cockroaches. And as you see, the big cockroaches, those are the ones that you're always going to find. You're never going to find little cockroaches, and it's pretty well much the same similar idea as the vole in general.
So I actually think I still have voles?
Yeah, probably.
I got to poison the whole damn lawn, I think.
I think it's the opposite. You only catch the small voles. It's kind of like with antibiotics. It only kills off the weak ones, and then the strong ones reproduce and get even stronger.
Super voles? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have super voles in your yard is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's like evolution. The strong one survives.
Will anybody just take a second to explain to me what a Super Vole is? Because I'm personally not aware, and I am the moderator of the Voles Reddit, so I think that there's a little bit of me that should know at least what a Super Vole is.
Latte, sounds like it's yours. Your
Well,
field of expertise.
basically, you get the strongest vole of a community, and then you get the strongest vole from a different community, and then you breed them together, and they have some really strong voles. And then those strong voles breed with even more strong voles, and it just keeps going all the way down until it just becomes like this absolute,
Unkillable.
just insane vole that's just so strong, and it's immune to antifreeze and
Kind of like a cryptid.
Well, it's funny
Yeah.
you should say this. Well, first of all, no voles are immune to antifreeze. I don't think antifreeze is the end-all, be-all of voles, and that's old reliable when it comes to extermination. I don't personally think that there's a single animal out there, not even a damn elephant, who can. You give enough antifreeze, that elephant's going to pretty much fall down a couple minutes from that. But let me also. You said something that I do actually remember. Something that's a pretty big important part of what I said we could do tonight, and that's it. If what I was going to say is, Latte, if we agree that we're going to if we traded you over to 196 and they traded one of their users back over to us for say about 2 years or so, just as a watch the users type of thing, that was one of the ideas I had to get the trolling to stop. What do you think about that?
I don't really know
We
how I
can
feel
trade
about
later.
going into that community. Maybe we could put Cable in there, but I personally do not want to go in there.
I'd be willing to go off on this adventure, Bun.
An exchange.
Well, I wonder if the 196 moderator's in here right now. I don't know if I can even see the guy sitting in the actual call itself.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
how about we
moderators,
invite some of them in here?
speaking
Have a
of
civil
moderators,
conversation.
Knocking off Goblin
That's-
Leg's name, I noticed.
Yeah,
That's
that's
kind of,
true. I
oh,
was
yeah,
wondering about that.
Huh?
I always just thinking that their moderators kind of named the same. Is kind of you guys got the same name a little bit, and I can't tell you what the name is, but I did remember seeing people pretty well much saying that Goblin Leg's going to ban me, and I was confused and a little bit hurt by that, thinking that Goblin Leg is pretty well much rising against me.
I saw people in
I
there
would
saying
never do that.
that Goblin Leg was your alt account.
I saw
Oh
that.
yeah, no, I saw
Now,
that
there's-
too.
And this is proof right here. She's talking and I'm talking at the same time. Now you can't even say it. Now you can't even say it.
I was slightly tempted to leak my full address just to prove that I'm not Bunheim. I mean, I wish I was. He's a strong leader of our forum, but
Well, I don't want anybody to come up and pretty much assassinate you or anything on the streets, if you get what I mean, just for supporting the Reddit. Because you give your address up, and all of a sudden, all the people's going to start saying, "Well, who's Bun got it in his pocket that we can take out to weaken his forum a little bit?" I'd say that. And by the way, for everyone in the audience, that was a little bit of a comedy thing that I did, a little bit of a joke of sorts.
It's a practical joke.
And I
Everyone,
think I'm going to
please
post
laugh.
that one on the jokes Reddit right now. But I got to figure out how to open up the Voles Reddit too. If anybody knows how to open it up to submissions.
I like seeing these little laugh emojis down here. Keep them coming.
yeah, they're
All right,
good.
so,
They're good.
A popular user joke. Sounds like a good one, huh? So see, all right. So one user said, one administrator says to another damn person on forum that is close to him, I would give out my personal address for you. And the guy says, don't do that. Then someone's pretty much going to come assassinate you. And let's see. And that would weaken my power as an administrator.
I think they're going to love
one of the funniest jokes
It's a
ever
real
seen.
knee slapper.
That was a real good one.
Yep.
I'm going to post this in the chat if you guys want to go see where the post is written at.
We shouldn't brigade the joke sub though.
All right, you know what? Let me delete the comment. We're not gonna delete the damn folks. Right. So you know what I need to figure out is Reddit chat needs to do a live chat function. What were we talking about? I already forgot what in general. I already forgot what part of the meeting we were at.
196 trolls exchange cable.
Yeah, that's right. The moderator, he said something about naming Goblin Leg the same name as they had the same damn name, I think. And that's what happened after that.
Yeah, he was called Goblin Hog, I think.
Well, you can't say his name. You can't say his name on here.
Sorry, everyone forget that. Everyone forget that. I didn't mean to.
Close your ears.
Reddit administrators.
Forget what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Bunheim did not say anything. Bunheim was completely advocate of the former conversation that just happened, and he will not be responsible for any harm, personal harm that comes from the user that was injured in general. So let's circle back to what we're talking about, which is the user of Goblin Leg. Goblin Leg, the admin has got kind of a similar name to Goblin Leg. And what were we saying about that?
We were just thinking of exchanging cable.
Well,
who do we get? Who do we get in return?
Yeah, that's going to be tough because we got to convince them to send someone over to us.
Honestly, I don't think we could find someone that good very easily either.
I really don't think there's anyone worth more than a sack of crap on that forum.
Yep.
Well, one of the ones that I personally like is there was someone who messaged me some AI Vole pictures. They were made from using a robot online. Pretty much painted the thing, and they posted them on the forum. You can go look at them if you want. Now, another thing I wanted to say is getting this out of the way before there are any arguments, because God forbid or God knows there's going to be some people in here more or less have, we'll say, some qualms with the state of the forum. The Voles forum is going to undertake a few rules, and I can't remember what they were. I was thinking about them on the way to town this morning. I was going to the gas station, and I remember I was sitting in the gas station section. I'm trying to remember, so I'm just walking my mind through it because I was standing in front of some. What were they? It must have been pickled Lay's flavored pickles flavored Lay's, the potato chip. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking at it, and it sparks a little bit of idea up in my brain, my head. And I think that the idea was that we're going to something about the Voles. What we're going to do with them? I think we're going to
no weasels.
Yeah, you can't call a vole any other type of animal. That was the rule that I came up with, and that's going to be implemented as the forum opens up.
You said on my post earlier that we weren't allowed to post rat fetuses. So
yeah, I don't want rat fetuses. People saying they're vole fetuses. That's happened now, I think, 2 times on the forum.
I've had enough of these damn rat fetuses, personally.
Yeah, I really feel like they're just trying to be the next big thing. Pretty well much everyone's out there looking for dead rats and whatnot, little baby mice, and they're coming back and they're trying to say, Bunyan, look, I got the next big star for the Voles Reddit. I picked a little baby vole off his mama's titty, and now I'm going to bring him in here to Bunyan, show him that he's going to be on the next shirt, little baby shrimp scampi.
And then guess what? Next day, it dies.
Yeah, and it dies the next day, and that's it. And guess what? If I would have made a T-shirt out of any of them, what did that guy even have to do? He had to put in no effort for him. So we're going to start saying no more baby dead rat fetuses are allowed on the forum. It needs to be a vole baby, and if it's not, and the only way to tell if it's a vole baby is the vole baby's pretty much got fur on them, like you can see in some of the more recent pictures, referencing the Goblin Leg post that we've all seen. However long ago you posted that Goblin Leg, I think it must have been. Got to have been about 7-8 hours ago, I would guess.
It was like 4 hours ago.
All right, it's about 4 hours ago, which is not too. It was not too long ago. So I forgive you if you don't. All right, so this guy. Let me see. This guy commented on the post. This guy said, "Real popular." I think he's trying to make it a little bit of a side joke. All right, so we got invaded by trolls, and so now the forum's been shut down, except for a few of the old, long-time users. And I also think that I need to publicly acknowledge that 7 Concussions so far is one of the oldest members on the forum. and has always been here since the very damn beginning, and they pretty well much miss being put on the 1,000 members shirt. So 7 concussions so far. If you're here, you got posting rights, and you can have a little bit of glory on the Voles Reddit in general, and I think that more or less treat her like you got the say pretty well much you treat the rest of us, say the people that talk in and pronghorn, all the a lot of people say the main characters of the forum. If you understand what I'm saying, more or less the royalty of the forum.
I think we should do a big appreciation post because she's not here right now.
I think also another thing is that we should start paying people to come on the forum.
What do you mean?
Maybe some
Like
celebrity appearances.
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. I say more or less let's start making users pay us to come and hang out on the damn forum.
Oh, I agree with that.
Because what's
like
going to happen is, like I say, a ticket admission. You know why? The reason is you get no troll's going to waste money on coming and hanging out in the Voles chat.
Yeah, especially the trolls, because they're making entertainment off us, so we should be paid for that.
Trolls are making money off of us because they're generating ad revenue to Reddit. And also another thing is, I'm sorry to a few of the people I apparently made mad. They're sending me messages right now asking why they aren't making characters in the forum. And more or less the word I was looking for is we'll say I'm the sole head moderator of the forum, more or less the president of the forum. And I just think that in general that gives me higher privileges than most of the other people in the Reddit. And that's something for the trolls coming in from the other Reddit. If you're going to come and if some of you, like they're saying, I want to pretty well much come on to the forum for good and be a member of the Voles forum, I would say there's a little bit of fealty swearing in a way that I'd say you have to do when you're in the Voles forum. And if any new user from the invading forum, someone who was a former troll, wants to come in here and pledge their fealty, I'll let you do that right now if you want to do that.
Hands up in the chat.
And consider it more or less a way to appease the good ends of the situation. All right, Senior Brocco, were you a troll?
I wouldn't say I was a troll per se, but I did hail from the community r/196.
Which we're not naming. We're not naming that community.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can't say.
Thank you for your honesty.
I was actually lying. It was a different community.
Which one was that then?
I don't know.
So you showed up out of the blue?
Was it Moles the animal?
Well, I mean,
whichever community it was.
It might have been.
You're saying that you're. All right, but so you said that you want to be a new user of the Voles forum.
Yes, I want to be a user of the Voles forum.
And you're not here to troll.
I am not.
And you're not going to get all upset in the comments and start fights.
I'll try not to start fights.
All right. Well, sure. You know what, Sir Broccoli, I welcome you to the Voles forum. You're officially a member. I think that it seems like you're a pretty good gentleman. I haven't heard anything as yet that suggests otherwise. You may be a malice on the forum, and I think that this should be a good welcoming place for a gentleman like you.
Thank you.
All right, disused rural cemetery. Were you a troll from the opposing forum? If you are not able to provide an answer, you will be assigned the ban tag for 1 week for disrupting the town hall meeting. You have earned the band Flair on behalf of Bunheim Butler for wasted time in a town hall meeting. And next week, if you want to come and renegotiate your followhood into the Voles Forum, you are welcome to do so. Fine evening. Were you part of the Troll Brigade on the Voles Forum on October 3rd and 2nd, 2022?
I was not a troll, but I did discover it from the subreddit not to be named.
Oh, this is Toad. Toad, what are you doing here under a different name?
Huh?
I don't think
Toad.
that's Toad.
He does sound a lot like
He sounds
Toad,
the
but I don't
same to
think
me.
that is Toad.
I think Australians just
from
exist.
Australia.
Where are you from?
No, he's from
where's
British.
Toad?
Or
He's from Australia. No, he's from. He's damn from.
Toad
What's
is
it
British.
called? He's from the Middle East because he had that road. But Toad
UK.
had the blue road in the Middle East.
Oh yeah, he was from the Middle East.
Because he was living by that blue road in say
He's from
Cairo,
Qatar.
I think it was in Egypt.
No, I'm from Melbourne.
Oh, you're from.
I think it was
from
Qatar.
Australia.
Yeah.
Oh, that's completely different than what we're talking about.
Mm.
And so you pretty much saw the Trolls Forum, and it was like a little bit of a train to you. And you jumped on the train and got off at the Voles Forum just to pretty well much set your own shop up.
Yeah, exactly. Much better here.
And you like it here? And it's good? And you're not a troll, and you're not going to make any jokes?
No.
What do you think about the
jokes, only
Voles?
serious. Well, it's a bit new to me. There's no voles in Australia, but from the sounds of it, they can be a bit of a pet. But they seem pretty interesting.
There should be. You should get a vole. You should have a vole in Australia. I
haven't seen any before.
No, you look
We should start a GoFundMe to ship a vole to Australia for you.
I'm not. I won't pay for that. No offense.
Yeah, I'm probably not.
That's all right.
I have a question. Did you upvote the weasel? Be honest.
I did not upvote the weasel. Not funny.
That's good.
All right, he's a good one then.
Did you downvote the weasel?
Yeah, of course.
Bun, are you okay? That doesn't sound too good.
All right, fine. Even you can stay in the Voles Forum. Does anyone else want to negotiate their Voles citizenshiphood? Now, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't open a forum up. Maybe I should just make these guys approved users. In order to be approved user, you have to come into town halls and pitch your case.
I think we should do a big ribbon cutting though to open the forum. I think it would be fun.
All right, who thinks that we should? All right, we'll do a ribbon cutting to open up the the forum. And another thing that we're just going to do is how you think about that idea is we'll just not let everybody post. We'll just only let them post it. They come in here and pitch why they should be a poster.
Yeah, I don't think we should.
Well, what do you guys think if I just did it anyways?
Yeah.
It's not a democracy.
I just want to speak on behalf of some of those who are not here. I know that Toad has he lives pretty well much in in like British land and cannot always be here for the say the town halls, and we
just talked to him. I remember we just talked to the damn guy a second ago.
Well, I think
that wasn't Toad. That guy was in Australia.
That was pretty well much a different British land guy.
Oh, okay, he's a different Englishman.
Yeah, so I feel like Toad might be upset that he is not allowed to post because this is happening at 3 a.m. for him.
No, I approve.
No, but if you're already a poster, I think it's fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that everybody that's already posted in the Voles Forum, anybody that's already been a good user, will be able to post.
Okay, I see.
And everybody out there can comment. Everyone out there is allowed to comment. But in order to make your own Voles Forum posts, where you write your own post or pretty well much post a vole or rhesus monkey or a meerkat or a Hinoki bunny, you have to come into the Voles chat and tell the council why you think that you're not a troll, so we don't ever get trolls into the forum anymore. We'll never have a single troll post ever again because we'll be approving people like we're the dang we're more or less the visa department.
Can I give maybe a counter argument to that?
If you really feel like you should.
I feel like I should. The Voles forum has, over the last however long it's been, a year, explosive growth. First, I remember back when it had 7 users.
Oh, by the way, it's the first Voles birthday's coming up in a few days.
Yeah, big deal. So I think...
Hey, that's not very nice. I think that it's a pretty big deal.
No, I'm saying it is a big deal. I agree with you, but I just have my birthday. I know how important birthdays are.
Happy birthday, Davey.
Thank you. Thank you, Golden. You know, me and Goblin have our differences, but...
Oh, that's right. You got. That's just, you don't see that now. Now look at this. Now
can I just say? It's been 6 months for. So I think it was the 6th of April that the Vol clock controversy happened. So 6 months today. Well, maybe not today for you, but today for me anyway.
Yep, and let me tell you, if you ever fuck with me again, I've got one locked and loaded, pointed.
Do you guys ever think?
Between the eyes.
It sounds to me like the Vol clock controversy is happening because you guys are in different time zones. You ever thought?
Yeah. Well, also, I didn't know that the live chat thing that Davey posted the Vol clock in existed until he brought to my attention that he'd already posted it. Which I wouldn't have posted it if I knew he'd posted it.
I can judge this. I will judge the whole thing right here and right now. We'll give a final verdict if you guys really want to, or we can postpone it a week, let everybody breathe, think about it, get your arguments together. But I have a
postpone.
I know exactly why it is.
Although I don't think it needs to be re-brought up, to be honest, because I think we've already said everything that should be said about it.
Nope, I disagree.
Live chat.
What do you have to say, Davey?
Live chat doesn't count. It's not a real part of the forum. It's fake.
Nope. I have evidence. I have evidence, but I have a PowerPoint.
Shit evidence, maybe. Shit evidence.
All right. Well, let's just put that aside. Anyone else feel like the live chat is more or less pretty much like the muddy gates outside the castle, where the pigs swim in the mud?
So true. So true. So true.
That's a part of the Voles forum like any other.
I'm always getting messages from people from there. He's pretty much saying Vol, Vol, Vol. That's all they say is Vol this, Vol that. That's all they ever want to talk about.
There are some.
To be fair, it's a Vol forum, so you're kind of going to get people talking about Vols.
I was arguing with an asshole in there today who wasn't even talking about Vols, and I had to set him straight.
Well, listen up. I'm going to be in Portland next month, so anybody's near the Portland area, I'm going to be pretty much doing a meet and greet, so just send me a message.
Anyway, Bun, I think eventually the forum should open fully again. It would help the growth.
All right. Oh, that's a pretty good. That is a good argument because I'm going to sell more shirts probably.
Well, Latai has apparently left this talk, so there is no counter argument to that. So I think Davey won that one.
Yeah, I'll give you that, Davey. You did win that.
I never lose.
Well, Latte never said anything. What did Latte say?
Well, Latte left, so we're counting that as defeat.
Well, I came up with the idea. That's my copyright, and I came up with that.
Oh, did you have the rights to that?
I don't think I've ever seen this episode of Big Bang Theory before. It's one of those shows I think I must have seen every single one of that.
Can I just say I find it quite funny that we've got quite a few new users in here in this talk from the subreddit that shall not be named, but I don't see a single one that was actually trolling us that I'm aware of anyway.
Yeah, we're with the good guys. Fine evening. I have high hopes for, I gotta say.
Well, these are probably the ones that stuck around and joined the forum.
All the trolls are just a bunch of cowards that don't want to admit to their crimes in here.
Well, you just got to say, look at this. We got some whole bright new faces up in the forum. And let me just say that the broccoli guy and the Australian guy, they're going to get some. They'll get some good attention because they spoke up. And if you want to, be a more of saying off, I'd say that they're more or less the officers of your class, if that makes sense. So this group of new people that's in here, I'd say start looking at broccoli and Fine Evening at this point as the officers in charge of your group, as they were the ones that talk and speak their minds. In other words, they gave up and risked pretty well much being excommunicated from the forum so that you may be seen in a greater light, because now you've got all the regular users up here on the panel pretty well much saying that maybe these guys aren't so bad in the end. And I think that we can all agree is that maybe these users are pretty good people.
Yeah, it's a very brave thing to do, to go up and go against the forum that shan't be named and say, well, I was a troll, or I wasn't quite a troll, but I came from the forum and now I'm here and redeemed. It's like a baptism of sorts.
And it would help too if somebody said they unsubscribed from the other forum as well.
I did unsubscribe, and I appreciate it all.
That's good. I'd say that your mind might have been a bit corrupted by that place, because I was looking at some of the posts and they had poo-poo anime, like poo-poo anime.
They had lots of pictures of this guy who, I don't know him. I think he does Minecraft, but there were too many pictures of him, and also they kept saying horrible things about the Vol forum. So,
yeah.
A very hateful group.
Yeah, I'd say it's fair. I gotta say, it just makes me sad for these trolls, and it makes me sad for someone who thinks that they can hop onto another forum, post a damn piece of broccoli in the bathtub, and get away with it, and just calling them a vole.
I mean, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. You go ahead.
I was just going to say, I don't see how you could confuse a vegetable for a rodent. I mean, that really just confused me to my core.
Yeah, no, what they're doing is they're doing a little bit of a joke where they're saying this thing has got nothing to do with vole, but I'm going to put it on there and act like a moron, pretending I pretty much don't even know what a damn piece of broccoli is, or from a vole, and they just do it to just get a rise out of everybody and pretty well much get their nuts jumbled.
Not my kind of humor.
Yeah, I don't really like that very much. It kind of is more or less just bothering people, and I can't imagine seeing how all these users coming on giving me a headache. I have to come out, remove all these damn posts, and ban all these people, and they just know that it's just ruining my night having to look at some of this gross, sadistic bullcrap is what I'd call some of the stuff that I saw on the attack the other night.
I think they're just jealous that we have a close-knit community that posts nice pictures of voles, and sometimes we do a little laugh, but they just feel the need to ruin this because they're jealous.
Could we go into, so for all the new people here, there are a couple topics that aren't voles that are considered acceptable to post about on the forum. Maybe we could share some of those.
Yeah, you could post about one rhesus monkey a week and one meerkat a week, and you could post about Hanoki Bunny.
Can I say, I recently just came over, and even if I'm not allowed to vote, I still like to stay because I quite like the pictures of the voles. They're quite nice. I'm happy here.
Hey, I'm just gonna. Are you active right now? Are you sitting up at a computer?
Somewhat. Am I host now?
No, I wouldn't say you're the host, but I'd say I just made you host just in case I miss any. Say if any guy comes in here and starts saying bad words and whatnot, just if I'm not fast enough to kick him out.
Oh yeah, sure.
You're more or less the other deputy is going to chase him to the other side of the alleyway, and we're pretty much going to trap him.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
All right, so the frog guy, what was your question again? I already forgot.
It wasn't a question. It was more just I wanted to say I appreciate this forum, and I quite like the pictures of Voles, even if I'm not allowed to post any myself.
Okay, well, I think I'll let you into the forum. I'll let you in. Would you like to be a member of the forum?
That would be very nice, and I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
And would you like do you like salty Laffy Taffy? Or more to say sea salt Laffy Taffy, or are you more just a taffy in the damn there's sea salt taffy? You like sea salt taffy or Laffy Taffy?
I don't know what these words mean. I'm from Australia.
Oh great, we don't know.
Yeah,
Australia.
they've only got taffy in America, I think. So
well, so how do you know about it then?
I went to America when I was like 13, so I had taffy then, but not since.
And I bet they came up to you with taffy and they said, this is a good American treat you're going to really like.
Yeah, I was just in the damn shop and this woman came up to me and she said, you should try this taffy. And I said, what in the hell? And,
yeah,
it was a good American treat.
Yeah, it's not even, I wouldn't even say it's American. I had taffy a couple times in my life, but I haven't even had it that many times.
I think you just said that taffy was a good American treat. I think you said that like a minute ago.
More or less, it was a little bit of a joke. I was just, I would make it more or less of because it's a good American treat. All Americans love taffy. But I've never even heard of Americans liking taffy. That's one thing that I'm so confused about. I never even knew the damn thing was from America and only available to Americans themselves.
Yeah, fair enough.
And what flavor was it? Was it a little bit of was it a sea salt one or a little Laffy Taffy?
I think we had like a few flavors of it. I think one of them was maybe banana, which I didn't care for, but I think I don't know.
Was it Laffy? Was it little? Was it what's it called? Was it in a little colorful little package about the size of a little the size of your pinky finger, about that big of a package?
No, it was from like this, like I don't know what you'd call it, like a traditional like candy store or whatever. I think they made them themselves. It wasn't like a mass-produced one.
Well, I like the Laffy Taffies better than the homemade ones. You should try some of those sometime if you ever get the chance. It makes me hard pressed to believe that if you even you got Walmart in either Ireland or Scotland, right? Goblin?
No, we've got no Walmart, but I don't know where I'd get them. We've got lots of American candy stores here, which are basically no one goes into them. They're pretty much a money laundering front, but
Oh, well, that's too bad. You say that, so they're pretty much taking Laffy Taffies across the Atlantic Ocean just to start laundering money for them?
Yeah, there's like, you'll go to a high street and there'll be like 3 American candy stores and there'll never be anyone in them. And everything in there is always really overpriced, so...
He doesn't. That's right. He lives in Australia. He doesn't even live in Portland. Yeah, it looks like we got 2 Australians in there actually.
Yeah, right. Big Australian Vole community lately.
That's right. So we see Voles as a forum's gone global. It's more or less all around the damn earth, in all kinds of different places. We got people from. Looks like we got Nevada. We've got Washington D.C. We've got Canada. We've got Washington, we got Oregon, we got Scotland, we got Ireland, we got UK, we got
Middle East, Toad.
We got the Middle East, we got Australia.
Yeah, I did a poll on it a few months ago, and there was pretty much people from everywhere.
Well, hey, let me ask you: is there anybody from Africa?
I don't think there was anyone from Africa, but I think other than that, all the boxes. I don't think there was a box for Middle East, but I think we've got Toad there, so.
Wonders if anyone's from Madagascar. I think it'd be pretty fang if we got somebody from one of that big island. I think somebody was telling me that Madagascar is actually the biggest island on Earth, and most people don't realize it.
I think I heard that somewhere else too. Yeah.
It's one of those. You think it's Iceland or Greenland or whatever the biggest island is, but it's actually in size. It's more or less like the way that Alaska looks. Alaska's way bigger than you can possibly think of, but you don't really consider it. That's the same thing with Madagascar.
Is Australia not bigger? I'd say. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen the same things that you've seen, but
I'm from Australia. Can confirm Madagascar is probably bigger. I don't know. I haven't actually seen it in person though.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I can believe that.
To me. Can we get fine evening? Can you confirm that?
I think it's more that Australia counts as a continent rather than an island, so they don't count it in the island things.
Okay, we have an active debate here going on between unexpected and fine evening, is what I'm noticing now.
No, they're both saying that they're both saying Madagascar is bigger because Australia is not an island, is what Fine Evening's saying. The Frog is saying that it's bigger. They're teaming up on the argument as they're both coming in agreement. One of them's coming in with the main argument, the other one's coming in with the secondary argument. Is what I personally, that's how I read the conversation, but I personally could be wrong.
No, I think that's pretty right.
I'd just like to apologize for
Oh, you don't need to, Davey, you don't need to apologize for anything. It was your birthday yesterday. You had a big day.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, happy birthday, dude.
Oh, thanks.
Happy birthday, Davey, again.
I was more or less just trying to make the mental process go through my own head. And sometimes if I'm doing that, it sounds like I'm yelling at somebody else over the microphone. But it's more or less I can only really talk if I'm talking out loud, or only think if I'm talking out loud is what I'm pretty well much trying to say. And the next thing that we're going to segue into to bounce off is there any other new users that want to say a couple things? You guys let me know if you want to talk again, but I'm just going to put you to the audience for a second.
Bunheim, do you keep any hogs?
Keep any hogs?
Yeah.
It's in the, no. I don't care. I don't tend much to farm animals anymore. I'm not really. I can't keep up with it as much as I got. So I just got to keep up with these dogs and my cat at this rate. That's pretty well.
Well, you don't need to farm them, to be fair. My cousin in America, he keeps hogs, and he doesn't keep them for food. He sells them to people, and he's got this great big hog who lives in his house, and it climbs up the stairs and stuff. It's great.
Yeah, I just don't know how to. I don't know what to feed him. Because I don't got you got to get him slop and whatnot from the feed store, and I'd have to go to the feed store every damn day. At this rate.
Yeah, you could probably just give him assorted meats. Just whatever you can find. Tang vermin.
Cockroach.
Yeah, I don't got much tang vermin out back anymore. Otherwise, that would be a good idea. I don't miss tang vermin much, but I think that I would agree that it could be I would say it could be a pretty well good substitute for a hog if I'm keeping it. Just let them feed off. I some days Dill would eat. I catch meat out of the tang vermin, just a fresh dead one, and I wouldn't even feed him dinner that night because he ate so much from that. He'd eat so much he bloated. That was a bit of a problem. I think he got sick a couple times from that too. So I had to rush him right to the vet. Vet had to pump. Yep, vet had to pump him and everything. And that dog, the first thing I did when we walked right up the driveway, that dog ran right out back looking for more tang vermin. He just couldn't get enough of them.
Probably helped get rid of them all then.
Yeah, I don't remember how many I ended up seeing them. seen him hunt down, but I do remember a couple times I'd be walking out there with him. We'd just be on a walk, and I'm watching Skid Mark real close because he's a bit smaller. A hawk could easily swoop down and pick up Skid Mark. So I'm having to sit back watching what Skid Mark's doing, and Dill's off running on his own. I turn around, and he's got 2 tang vermin in his mouth, and he's shaking them around by the heads. You can see their tails flapping and whatnot. He's shaking them like a mad animal.
I'm going to go to bed now on account of it's like 3 a.m. here, but good Vol talk. Great dealing with
Good night, Goblin Mike.
We'll do you and Davey will get your arguments. I think that's going to be a long-awaited Vol argument.
Yep.
And Goblin Leg, thank you for all your service to the Vol community.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, and thank you for in the attacks of the October 2nd and 3rd attacks on the Voles Forum.
Have a good night, Goblin Leg.
You too, Davey. You too.
That was Cable, not Davey. But okay.
Sorry, Cable. I stole that.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll recover.
You open up a candy bar, Davey?
Sorry, I should have.
No, I was one. No,
it's
okay.
Baby Bell cheese. It's like a circle of cheese.
Oh, I love Baby Bell cheese. I love those. You eat the red ones, or you eat the blue ones?
Yeah, the red ones.
Yeah, I like the red ones because I like to ball that stuff into wax at the end. You take a damn the thing of the Baby Bell cheese skin. I love making little models or whatnot with it, and you can light that too like a candle.
I just eat them.
Yeah, it's one of those foods. Sometimes I will just eat the full thing, but that's only if I'm in a rush.
Just a convenient damn food.
Yep, they're good. You can put a couple of them in your pocket and get going on the go. I do miss having to walk around a lot in the day. That was a good time back when I was pretty much having to just walk place to place, and I was back when I was living in Bearfleet. I'd walk everywhere. I didn't even have a car. I just pretty much walked everywhere just on my bare feet.
Did you have your open carry at this point?
No, it was long gone at that point.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yep. That was when it was the open carry takeaway or my firearm license was revoked around 2010. I can't remember when it was.
Have you thought about taking up maybe archery, like getting a bow and arrow?
Yeah, I thought about that a couple times. I thought about going out and building one just by tearing loose tree branches and whatnot, and stringing them with pine stock. You get the thing real buoyant. Strap it to the top of a more or less of a flexible stick, and that's more or less how you make a bow and arrow. If you were wondering,
something you could do to survive after a nuclear war or something like that.
Yeah, you have to do a lot of things. I see nuclear war that's coming. That's not gonna be a problem for me. I know all the tips and tricks. I know that's the one thing I'm going to know is I'll be the first one looking at Twitter, so I'll know when the bomb's about to go off. I'm going to pretty much be the first one in the gas station taking everything in there. I don't even care. I'll rob the guy blind for all I care. If it means protecting me and my pets and God help, I hope that if there's ever a nuclear apocalypse, that Clover, Montana Sunshine's my wife. By that point, we're able to face the apocalypse together. That's always been a hope of mine.
Do we have any news on the Clover situation? You haven't proposed yet?
And I'm trying to get an amethyst ring. Trying to find one on the web. Just, I can't find any ones that are good or not or expensive. And
what's your budget?
Budget $750 to $1,000.
Can we maybe allow amethyst ring posts on the Voles forum to help you find something?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can do that. If you want to post an amethyst ring, go ahead, Davey. I think that would be really kind if you wanted to do that for me.
Sounds good. I'll help you look.
Let me look up. I'm actually gonna look it up right now on shopping. And it looks like they got some fake ones on here. You can always tell the fake amethyst from the real ones because the fake ones are purple. And they look like something you put on a Bratz doll.
What color are the real amethysts? I thought they were all purple.
They're more of, say, a lighter blue type of color, more of a pristine ocean blue. Now, JCPenney's got one for $53.
That's a good deal. How's the ring look?
It looks okay. I'm sure it's not too bad.
How big is the stone?
On my screen, it's about the size of a quarter.
Oh, I'm sure she'd love that. That's huge.
Yeah, now I clicked in on it. Now it's about the size of a $50 coin. So it's... If you know how big a computer... Well, if you can measure that... You have to adjust it to the computer to my computer monitor size. I'd love to buy some jewelry right now, personally.
For you,
I think you know what? I think I'm gonna buy this JCPenney one. That's $50 is a pretty good deal.
Small price to pay for.
And what I'll do is I'll shave the rest of say around 500 or so that I already got put away for the ring. I think I'm just gonna let's see anybody got some good games I could put that on this weekend on the Caesars app.
I went over to r/gambling to ask about which VLTs were the good ones, and I don't mean to speak ill of Goblin like here or anything like that, but I wound up going with Diamonds Dublin, and it took all of my money.
Which BLTs is the best one? That's a good question.
Probably like the Cleopatra one, I think, or maybe
I love Cleopatra. You know which ones I like is the ones where they got some little cats on them, little kitties on there. And when you hit the wilds, if you hit the wilds, they turn into lions, and I think that's a really clever little way to illustrate the story of the cat of you sitting there gambling. You're getting better, and the cat's getting bigger on top of that.
With the rings, do you prefer? Would you rather like silver or gold as like the actual ring with the amethyst on top?
Silver or gold? Well, which one do you think that she'd like better? You think she'd like more of the silver ring or more of the? We'll say more of the dang gold.
I mean, I'd personally prefer like the silver kind of to gold. I think gold is a bit flashy for my taste, but I don't know.
You're not Clover.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not Clover.
Do we have any jewelry experts here? I see Skull Mullet.
All right, Skull Mullet. I'm going to give Skull Mullet the floor because I can't. So glad
you asked.
Davey, you can have it too. If you guys just see anybody with their hands up, just send them in here. Because I'm busy looking at rings for my fiance. Skull Mullet. You know what type of ring I should get?
Well, I'm partial to gold personally. It also depends on skin tone as well as what kind of jewelry does she wear normally? Does she wear gold or does she wear silver?
Well, I'd say she's got a lot of different types of jewelry, but I'd say a lot of rainbow type stuff. She got a lot like rainbow earring or like a Rastafarian necklace.
Ooh, I would go with gold then, because that kind of goes with everything, to be honest.
Oh, wow. Did you guys hear about this professor at the University of Arizona shot and killed on campus?
No, aren't you watching The Big Bang Theory?
No, I just got a little bit of a thing on Twitter. I'm looking on the rings, and I see also I open up some Twitter. But Big Bang Theory's on right now. It's a Truly Hard Seltzer commercial's on. Now it's a Kelly Blue Book instant cash transfer. Now I don't got anything to do with Kelly Blue Book personally.
Could you give us like a rundown on this professor shooting situation? Seems like you're looped in.
Yeah, I got a cousin lives down there. And he said that so a guy shot a guy. What was the damn guy's name? Wow, this is. Oh, I can't. Well, this is funny. That's not very funny. That's very sad. It's very sad, folks.
When was this? Was this like a few hours ago or what?
It happened a couple hours ago. It looks like, according to Associated Press. Who did that?
Sorry, that was me.
That was his ringtone. It was just.
He's got. Oh, they got little. They got these in here. You can.
Oh.
That's what I like to hear. I think that's somebody's got to start pressing that button.
You got it. I got you for the rest of this.
All right, so let's get. I got to buy my fiance a ring, and I got another question on top of that. If you guys can balance this out, so I can make a good sports bet with $500 and purchase a ring for the same $500. That's what I'd like to do.
I think you should buy the ring.
If you do the bet and win the bet, you have even more money to spend on a ring. You
could buy several rings, in fact.
Hey, I like that he's a frog and he's from Australia, and we've got Toad and he's from England. I think that's a really fun little joke. I like that a lot. I like having Frog here. He's like the good Toad. He's well behaved. Toad's
okay.
No, he's a good man, but he's out of control. That guy, he's wild as a leopard. I would say he's a crazy one. I love that kid.
He is the court jester after all.
Yeah, he's the court jester of the forum. All right, now this one's got. I like this one a lot. It's 14K karat gold from J.C. Penney, and it's only $64.
That's a good deal. I think you should buy the ring before you gamble, because I tried gambling on VLTs and I lost all my money.
All right, I'll buy the ring right now.
Yeah? Do you have to pay for shipping?
One. That one's $1,000. No, I think I could try. Let me see if there's a. Where you think there's got to be a J.C. Penney in Vegas? I'm sure.
Like right on the strip.
Is there one on the strip?
I don't know. Probably.
Could be one in the mall. In Paradise. All right. This one's 162. But it's purple. It's too purple. I like this one a lot. This one's a good deep purple. And let me. I want to know what you guys think of this ring. I'm gonna plop the thing in the chat. So if you guys want to click the link and let me know what you think of that ring, I put it in the chat. And I like it. It's in the shape of a heart. It's a purple ring with a shape of a heart. It looks like it's got two little diamonds on it too.
That looks great to me, Bun. That's a stone right there.
I gotta get it before it's off. I gotta put buy gold on the cart. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna put this thing in. I'm gonna put the order in for this thing right now. You guys ready? Oh, so what's her ring size? What's her ring size?
That doesn't matter, because like if you pick too big, she'll just put it on her bigger finger.
Can't you also like go to like a jeweler and like get them adjusted to fit properly?
Is there a way you can get like a clay cutout of her hand or something? Like maybe like put her near some like fresh concrete or something and have her like stick her hand in it, but stealthily.
I mean, a couples thing where you each like put your hands in like plaster and then you like measure the hole, right?
Yeah, she did that with her feet once, and I got one of those for her feet, but I don't got one for her hand.
Well, maybe if we like, I'm gonna put my fingers near my toes.
Did you get her like a feed ring at the same time? Because if you didn't, then she probably won't get suspicious. So you'll be all
she
right.
doesn't wear many. She doesn't wear many jewelry on her foot. She's got her tattoo down there, and that's all.
My ring finger is pretty close to the same size as like my second toe, the second one from the big toe, the long one.
So what size is that? Is that about? Would you say it's about a 5?
Well, you should check her size. Yeah, maybe I'm about a 5.
Well, his fingers isn't that different. I can hardly even think they'd be. I would say the fingers are more or less. What can you put on a finger? You could put a wedding band on one. And there's a lot of there's different fingers because there's different sizes, but the one you put it on is your left ring finger. And believe me, to the audience and to everybody that's in here, I completely forgot that I was talking online to people for a little bit of a split second. I thought I was on a phone call. And so now that I'm back into the flow of things, into the audience and speaking to the audience, I put many rings on many women, and I don't ever remember what size I put them. Those ladies were, because then I could compare them.
Do we have any ScoMo left? We need a ring expert in here.
Where's ScoMo at? Where's ScoMo?
She left. Do we see any hands? Any hands in the audience? Any ring experts? Nope. You're shit out of luck, bud.
Are you sure?
I think you should take a chance. I think you should, because that's always the way you've done it.
Well, I think they're all just mad at me.
You can always get it resized too.
Does JCPenney do that?
I mean, you could just take it to like another jeweler. Just if it's like bigger, it'll be easier to like get smaller, right?
Well, I'm getting a bit self-conscious because I think they don't like me. Or are they just here to make fun of me? What? You think?
No. What, the audience?
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're here to like. They're first here to hear about like the forum drama, and now they're just here for like support and just to listen.
I see Roro in the audience. I can confirm at least one member truly supports you.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, and you know what? I also forgot one thing. Is that the other thing I forgot? I'm just gonna buy a ring, and we could get back to the talking about a Voles forum. You asked me for my credit card, so I'm gonna put this thing in here right now. All right, there we go. All right, looks like it's going to be coming to me on October 17th, and that's the day that I'm going to propose to my fiance, Clover, Montana Sunrise. So put it in your calendars.
Is that does she have the volleyball game? Her daughter's
No, that's when I get her ring's going to come to her abuela's house in Reno.
Oh, so you shipped it to her abuela.
Yeah, it's the only one that had an autosave on Google. That's where we'd put our Postmates orders into. And so it's the only one that my Google knows the address to.
How much have you been shipping to? Because like you two aren't currently dating, right?
What's that?
You and Clover, like you split up after the Doolittle incident. I thought.
Yeah, it was after I did a Dr. Doolittle on the bed, on the floor.
So how long have you been shipping things to her grandma's house?
How long have I been shipping things to grandma's? No, well, we would have, Well, now you're thinking, because I just had a few Amazon packages that didn't quite get here, and I'm wondering if I put her address in instead of mine.
What were the packages? Do you remember?
Yeah, you don't need to worry. You don't need to worry about that.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Let's just say we'll just settle on the idea that let's just hope I didn't send them. Let's just hope the Amazon forgot to deliver them to my trailer, and I don't even want to look. I'm not even going to look. I don't even want to know.
On to the Voles forum.
Yeah. So the attacks on October 2nd and 3rd on the Voles forum were a tragedy that befell the most serious and honest members of the Voles forum as an entirety. It was a forum that was built upon peace and prosperity among the Voles, the animal, to post pictures and even tell stories and tell some facts and whatnot about Voles, the animal, which is a smaller rodent type, as many of the 196 members did not know that it is a small type of animal.
Also, we're not saying the name 196 because we're not specifically referring to the forum, right?
I'm just saying 196 people attacked us. I counted from the trolls. I'm not saying anything about a forum. Let's just say that we'll agree. You know where I'm going to go? Oh, let me look up something really quick. Listen, okay, Voles, and we're gonna have some Voles, and I'm trying to. Davey, you want to just can you filibuster for me for just a quick second?
Yeah, I got you.
Right, so it looks like. All right. What time is it? Oh, okay, great. So A&W and Tonopah's open all night, and I'm gonna head there. I'm gonna head there just after this meeting's done. And just gonna get some burgers.
Not a hot dog.
Anyways, no, I'm not gonna get a hot dog from there. I think they have a limited menu now at the Tonopah one. They don't got too many of the menus. It's got their burgers and such, and pretty well much their root beers at the most. Listen up. Where was I at, Davey? What was I talking about? I was saying something about Voles forum.
The attacks. The 196 users attacked us from an unknown forum or an unnamed.
The October 2nd and October 6th attacks, October 2nd and October 3rd attacks on the Voles forum was one of the most devastating things that I as a moderator's ever had to put up with. It was one of those moments where you stop and you listen and you just start thinking to yourself, you start asking yourself, why in the sang hell am I sitting here putting on a show for all these clowns and trolls? And the ultimatum going forward is, I guess I'm just going to open up the forum again, and we'll just see where it goes from there.
Wait, but what about the ribbon cutting?
Yeah, we'll do a little bit of a ribbon cutting. We'll cut some paper. Here's the next question. Here's another question, and even almost to an extent, one that's of more of a concern. So next time the Voles forum gets assaulted by trolls, we are going to enact a council policy to approve members into the forum. But as long as things keep quiet, anyone and everyone can post a few things. But say we get another troll assault, we have another issue on a forum where trolls attack us. The next thing you know is we just have to hunker down and pretty well might start figuring out what to do with the forum as a whole.
Martial law.
And it will be martial law. It has been, Marshall, a lot of the past couple of days.
Can't have another damn weasel as the top post. That's an insult.
No, I don't want a damn weasel in. Say if a weasel comes walking in, say if a weasel gets posted on the forum, if that happens again, that user's getting an IP ban. The Reddit admin is going to be contacted, and they will be taken off the site entirely.
Do you have a contact? Do you have a direct line with the Reddit?
No.
Maybe we should see about getting one of those set up. I wonder how hard that is to do.
Yeah, I was thinking about also another latte thing. I was thinking about sending them out to go get married to somebody at Reddit headquarters or one of their kids and arrange some sort of marriage of sorts to get us in with the Reddit team so that they don't start coming down on us as much.
You're saying arrange a marriage, like a political marriage.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Just like they did in the old days.
And you would marry Latte to... Because he's like probably a good-looking guy. I've never seen him, but...
Yeah, he's young. He has the most time to produce offspring for people at Reddit.
And... So our plan is to send him to the admins and have him say, "Just marry one of them."
Yeah, and then they start saying, "Well, yeah, exactly." And that's what they start saying. Well, we could shut down the Voles forum. I guess we could shut it down, or we could turn our head the other way when they're getting attacked. But when Latte's in the CEO of Reddit's office, and he's saying, "Look at your grandkids playing in the playground. Hey, let me talk to you about something really quick. Is that Voles forum means an awful lot to me." And starts pulling on the heartstrings of Reddit's CEO. We start getting in more of an emotional state of mind. Latte can start infiltrating, and next thing you know, Voles is one of the biggest forums on Reddit.
I feel like a damn Corleone or something.
Yep. So I'm looking out for the forum. I just want what's best for everyone, and I'm just trying to make sure that no trolls are coming back into the Voles forum. Because God forbid you start seeing some trolls show up, that's when things are starting to get messy in the Voles forum. Including, but not limited to, Voles being posted as weasels, which they are not. And if I ever see a post claiming, first of all, that's the other rule. You ever post a thing that says the Vole's a weasel, you ever post something like that again, say this weasel's a Vole, you will be IP banned forever from the website, including taken off of I will block you on my personal Reddit account.
Should there be a blanket rule of saying that you have to name the animal correctly in your post?
Yeah, so the rule is going to be, you can't. It's what the rule is going to say. It'll be Rule 5. You can't post pictures of animals, including weasels, and start calling them a vole. That's the rule. And I'm going to put that into the rules right now once I can find them. Which I can't find them on PC. I don't know where to find the damn things on my computer screen.
Can we also maybe add a rule? This is me speaking for my own personal interests. Could we add a rule related to nuclear war? Because I've posted about that from time to time, and I don't plan to stop unless I'm not allowed.
Should some people just get special exceptions?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. So I'll just give you a special permission. You can do it. Nobody else can post about it. And another thing, another question. Is any new people you guys want to talk a little bit in here?
Yeah, I haven't seen many hands.
I haven't seen many hands, but now it's starting to look like it's just members of the forum. I recognize there's a lot of names that I know. A couple new people that haven't talked.
Some new people, yeah.
Sometimes they're just people that just want to support the community, and that's okay. You don't need to be an active employee of the Voles Forum, or like I say, most people up here are employees with me or soldiers. You don't have to be a soldier, but just know that sometimes their forums on Reddit need to be defended. And if that encourages anyone to stand up against trolls and introduce themselves as a new member of the forum. And that's what I'd like to see. And if not, well, and there's nothing else much you can do.
Turtley T asked to speak, but
yeah, I keep letting him in, but he just keeps he keeps saying no.
That's a troll.
Yeah, that must be one of those trolls.
Damn dirty.
That's what Turtley, you're blocked from forum forever. You're banned.
Nice going, Turtley.
Goodbye. You're banned. You're on the bandwagon now. Never to be seen again by any of your other troll friends. You'll never see him again on the Voles forum. And for that reason, you know what they ever should have done on Big Bang Theory? They should have let Sheldon ride around on a dragon, I think.
Isn't the theme of the show about like science guys though?
Yeah, but he's into a little bit of like a fantasy type of like Dungeons and Dragons. I think if they ever had a joke episode where he's maybe dreaming he's riding on a dragon, I think that would have been a good funny scene.
Could we get like a rundown of what's going on in that episode? That sounds important.
Yeah, that's all right. So Sheldon goes and he tucks himself in for the night. He goes into his bed and he's getting all set up for bed. He's watching a little bit of the show he likes. He watched the Battlestar Galactica. He's watching Battlestar Galactica. Or no, he's watching what's he watching? What's a good something with dragons in it. He's watching Harry Potter, and she's trying to go to sleep, and he's laying in his bed, and he's under his covers, and he's going to sleep, and he's thinking, I wish I could ride a dragon. I wish I could ride a dragon. Next thing you know, Sheldon's flying through the clouds and such. He's pretty much flying on a great big dragon, and he's going, I can't hold on to the damn thing. I can't hold on to the damn thing. He starts falling off the dragon starts flipping around. He starts falling off the dragon. I'm falling. Help me, Penny. I'm going to fall to the ground, Penny. And he goes crashing down into the dirt, off into a field, and somewhere in God knows somewhere in Nebraska, he's falling into a damn cornfield out in the middle of nowhere. And he pulls himself up. Dragon comes up, big old dragon comes up, starts licking the damn guy, starts kissing him, starts saying, "Well, that was fun, right, Daddy?" And then Sheldon wakes up, and that's the scene that I think it's gonna be a good opener to an episode. That's just what I personally believe. If they ever had something like that on Big Bang Theory, what a great show!
Great show.
You know, I got to start protesting this comedy film. Hey, I got to start promoting November 13th, Sunday, and somewhere around the November. I think it's November 13th. I got a little movie somebody made about me. It's going to be playing at the Portland Film Festival in Portland, Oregon. And I'm going to be doing a meet and greet the day before. So if you're out in the Portland area and you want to come stop by and see me in person. I got a few guests on the way. You won't be the only one. No worries about that. I know that's I'm not going to take you on a date or anything or sit there. It's just going to be you and me. You don't need to worry about that. There's going to be, I already got you about 10 people said they're coming. So if you're out in Portland and you want to come and just eat some chicken wings and whatnot with me at a park somewhere, and I'll sit around and I'll sign some T-shirts and sign some photographs and whatnot, take a picture. You can come and see me on it's November 12th and November 13th in Portland. So if you're there, just come and see me.
But that reminds me, I asked this question before, and you said you were going to look into it. Do you have any updates on, like, for those of us that can't come out to the meet and greet to see the movie? Is there going to be a release that we can like watch online somewhere, or something like that?
Yeah, it's going to be. It'll be a few months after.
Okay, cool.
It'll be a video on demand a few months after the movie comes out. But like I said, I don't really like the damn thing. I actually, quite frankly, hate it. I think it's more or less an insult on me, and I think that it's just another method of trolls. I'm suspicious that it's another way to troll me. Put me in a comedy film festival, which I think is an insult, because I don't think there's anything funny about it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm pretty much going to start making my own action movie. And I was talking to Cooper Longcrow about it, and I said I'd love to star in an action movie called Dinosaur Sunday, the last Western sheriff. And he's pretty well much and I'd be Dinosaur Sunday, the star of the show. And it's a bit like a Magnum PI sort of show, where Dinosaur Sunday goes around and pretty much helps the townspeople defend from invading evils. And I think that I start doing my own stunts. I can do my own stunts on it. I'll be driving a car. And I think that would be something that I'm personally interested in filming. And I think that Cooper and I are going to get together and start getting something together for that. So I'd like to announce officially that Dinosaur Sunday, Dinosaur Sunday, Dinosaur Sunday, America's final, the final great sheriff in America is in, we'll say it's in the early script writing stages. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for that. And so I hope some people come out to Portland to meet me, because if I don't get it, because I'm probably going to get just drunk and high and just hang out in the hotel room and pretty much throw a party there too. So if you want to just come drink some, I'll probably have some vodka there. I'll probably have some rum, whatever you like to drink. I can drink all night if you guys want to come out and meet me.
Some margarita mix.
Some Jose Cuervo margarita premixes.
I can't make it to that one, but if you do a meetup in the future, I would love to attend. And I think it would be cool to post it to the Vol Forum as like a big announcement.
I'll do another. I definitely do another one at some point. I think but I'm more or less excited that this one's gonna pretty well much kick off the kickstarts and do a little bit of a tour of sorts. I'd like to tour around the country at some point.
A world tour.
All right, tour around the country as well. Well, I can't. I'm trying to invite him to. Oh, there we go.
Hi, Bob. Are you a new user?
And you came from? And did you come from the Reddit that attacked? That committed the attacks on the old Reddit? Is that where you are from? Do you come from the attacking forum?
Mm-mm.
You're just a new user on the Voles.
What a coincidence! Very curious. You're on thin ice. Couldn't stand the damn guy. I had to kick him out. I'm sorry, Bun.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on that one.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to pledge their fealty to the Voles Forum and Voles Forum President Hugh Bunheim?
We had Frog. We had Fine Evening.
I did investigate Bob, and he didn't post anything, which is suspicious because you have to post something if you join the forum. So I'm not sure if he was even part of this, or maybe he's even trolling them.
That's a good point. I think he's trolling now.
He could be a double troll though, so I don't know.
Well, he's got his hand up. Is it? Should we give him a second chance?
I'll leave
Yeah,
it to
Davey,
Bun.
why don't you, I just gonna get some water real fast.
All right, I'll let him.
What's he saying? Has he said anything yet? Hello? Hello?
What are you saying, Bob? Not really like a talkative guy, are you?
Hello?
I like Voles.
You do. Pledge your fealty to the leader right now.
I pledge.
He pledges.
Because I was telling him, I was telling that bastard, he had to fucking quiet down. I said, you gotta keep
the water good?
For 4 hours now at this point. That's okay. I'll be done in a few minutes. You just keep doing what you're doing. Keep that door shut, please. I cannot have any more people ruining this than they need to. I'm not joking around right now. If you even think about coming out here, I'm going to be very pissed with you. I'm going to be very pissed because I told you I'm doing this thing. You agreed to it. You said that you're going to be. I don't want to hear this bullshit. You too, Willis. I don't give a shit. 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 And I don't give a damn about any of it. Because guess what, everyone? I don't even give a damn anymore. And that's what I'll come back and say. I just don't even care.
I like Voles.
All right, hi Bob. How you doing, buddy?
Voles.
Not really like a very thoughtful guy.
Yeah, he can be on a forum. Listen, there's got to be someone else who wants to let's just say introduce themselves as a user to forum, because already Frog's already got his place in the panel. He's already a panel guest, and he just joined. Must have been damn near 2 hours ago.
Are we allowed to know what was happening earlier, Bud? Or is it better not to say?
When he joined here?
No, when you stepped away.
No, I was just filling up my water and just making sure that the house is all kept up while I'm doing the recording. Because I don't need anybody in the computer room dragging mud, because the computer room's right in front of the front door. I don't need people hopping out the window, going out into the car, and then pretty much coming through the front door. If you're going to get out the window, just hop out the window and climb back up it.
Was this a person or like an animal?
Yeah, it was my nephew. He's a pain in the ass, he usually is. Yeah, more or less just being a general nuisance as always, as I personally refer to him as.
Typical best friend.
Yeah, typical best friend. And meanwhile, Big Willis just lays there and he just pretty much just munches on cereal.
Who's Big Willis?
That's his best friend's buddy.
Oh, is that his name or nickname?
We call him Big Willis.
Is he big?
No, he's a bit smaller. We call him Big Willis.
That's like a funny gag name.
A little bit. It's like they call calling a guy tiny, a big tall guy. You call him tiny. And it's Big Willis, a small guy. We call him Big Willis. Well, folks, listen.
Hey, Bun, can I ask a question?
Yes.
I saw one of your posts a while back. You mentioned something about a Shriner's kid. What is a Shriner kid?
Yeah, no, that's what we call him Big Willis, because he looks like Willis, the old Shriner spokesman.
But what's a Shriner?
Well, Shriners, do you ever watch any type of game show network TV, or you watch, say, the news?
Oh, yeah. Big fan of Family Feud.
Yeah, so they got every once in a while they'll pop up with Shriners Children's Hospital, and every once in a while they've got a few kids. They got kids on there who are sick, or they have disabilities and whatnot. And these hospitals help them. It's a lot of charity. It's a good place to donate money. And so they got commercials where you're donating money, and sometimes these kids all they rely on is Shriners as a company, as a charity hospital. And so Shriners Kids is, you'll see spokesman on TV is pretty much a Shriners kid. In other kids, some kids are not as privileged as healthier adults, and as children, they are in and out of hospice care. People who are caring for them and helping them live a life. And sometimes they more or less grow out of it. Sometimes, unfortunately, they do not. They pass. But some do grow up and grow out of it. But being a Shriners kid is what they refer to themselves as on the TV show.
Gotcha. Okay, thanks, Bun.
Now, Bob Douche is still trying to come in here and well, you know what? All right, Bob Douche, you get one more chance.
We got that, Bob.
Couldn't even hear him.
He just
pretty
ran.
Easy group of people here tonight. Seems like a lot of people's been in and out for most of the night. Looks like Skullbullet never came back. Looks like Latte never came back either.
I'm talking to Skull Mullet. I think she's on the road right now. That's why.
On the road?
Yeah, she works late sometimes.
Here's a new guy. I want to hear what the new guy has to say. Here's the new guy. He's more or less in charge. This guy's in charge of their Vol class. He's Senior Broccoli.
Oh, hello. I just wanted to, I think, clear something up. I realized that my username has broccoli in it, which I think some people might remember the infamous broccoli hot tub post. And
yeah, not a good look.
Yeah, that post was just a bunch of filth, man.
I would like to clear the air. I was not involved in the creation of that post in any way, shape, or form. And my username was an auto-generated name by Reddit. I think they plug it into their computer programs, and it came out with, I think, Senior Broccoli 5485. And
you didn't even come up with it.
So
was that the same thing with? That's what Fine and I bet you Fine Evening's the same way. You guys are both from Australia.
No, I'm not from Australia. I'm kind of from the big city, actually.
Are you from? Or you live near Oregon?
No, I live in Miami.
Oh. Well, yeah. How's that hurricane? How was that?
I mean, pretty devastating. There aren't really any Voles in Miami though. So I don't think any were wiped out.
Hey, how'd you feel about Tua getting his head hurt?
For who?
Tua Tagovailoa.
I haven't heard much about that.
He's a Dolphins quarterback. He pretty well much came out on Sunday, got his head busted, and then they put him back in there on Thursday, and he got his head even worse busted.
They should stop putting him back in. It's really not good. I mean,
yeah, that's what everybody was saying. They had that whole investigator report and all.
Yeah, you don't want him to get CTE.
Yep. He ends up like Antonio Brown. He's putting his penis in girls' faces in the swimming pool now.
Who's Antonio Brown?
Antonio Brown, he's a guy. He's got bad CTE. You could just tell it on him. But he's been pulling stunts.
I know, but for everyone who doesn't know, what's CTE?
It's a bit of a brain problem. It happens to you. You get hit a bunch of times. It messes up your brain a little bit, causes you to act out in certain ways. Antonio Brown pretty much pulled out his foot-long penis in a pool. It was about a foot long. If you ever look at the picture, that thing is 1 foot long. No question about it.
Antonio Brown?
Yep, I swear to you, his penis was 1 foot long. That was the biggest penis I have ever seen. And I haven't seen a lot of them, but I guarantee that that's pretty much bigger than mine. Bob Bruce, you lost your speaking privileges.
I'm gonna look it up.
Bob Bruce, you know what? You can't. You're trolling me right now by putting your hand up. You guys just say more than you like Voles. Troll. I like that you like Voles, and I think that it's great that you like the animal, the vole. But I don't appreciate you trying to waste my time when I got a precious time here. I only got 15 minutes left before I got to start thinking about heading to A&W in town.
Get a root dog.
A root dog would be damn great. I would love to have one, but they actually, this A&W, the menu is a bit smaller now. They don't always got everything all the time.
Do you have a McDonald's?
Boys! Hey, boys! Root dog. You want anything from A&W? I said, do you want anything from A&W? You can just send me a message and I'll look at it and I'll just shoot me a text. I can't hear you. I got these people on the phone. Yes, A&W, one of the best meals ever.
What's a root dog?
Yeah, it's a bit of a A&W type of dog. It's a hot dog they sell at A&W. You ever had one?
I haven't been to A&W. It's not in Australia.
Hey, actually, here's a question, Frog. I just want to make sure before I start, keep letting you in is being more or less royalty on the forum. I
wouldn't.
You don't hack anybody, right? You don't you don't hack into people's computers or anything.
I don't expect to.
And you've never killed anybody?
No.
Took a long time for him to say no.
Had to make sure which word was the correct one. I wasn't born speaking American, so I had to make sure I was using the right word.
The right lying word?
He reminds me of if Toad's the devil, then he's the angel. He seems like a good guy.
I think you're just saying that because they have like a somewhat similar accent, though.
No, it's because he's a frog and Toad is Toad.
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
That's one of the funniest jokes that anybody could ever come up with on their own. I wish they had a little laugh track button.
Oh, shit, they do. I'm sorry. Shit.
Or they actually...
Or wait, they have...
Well, that's kind of sad. I would like them to have a bunch of people laughing like I'm on Big Bang Theory making jokes. But speaking of, you guys ever watch Big Bang?
Yeah, I've seen the Big Bang Theory.
Sure, some episodes they get kind of steamy and all this having sex.
Yeah? Like what?
I think Sheldon and his girlfriend don't like to have sex, but the other two, her name's with the blonde and the glasses, and the guy who lives with his mom, Howard, they have sex quite a bit. They have a lot of sex.
You know, that's good because you don't really get that kind of thing on Family Feud.
No, you definitely don't. Actually, you look up if you look up on the internet. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Something about Steve Harvey.
No,
you said Family Feud having sex.
No, I don't remember. I'm starting to just kind of get I just feel like I got something biting me right now, so I'm kind of getting a little uncomfortable, but that's okay.
What? Okay. Oh, that sounds like it's something you should deal with.
It's not cherished, is it?
No, I just got like a little bit of an itch on my lower abdominal side. But what I was going to say before is you can look up. What was it? I was going to say you can look up. I think I was going to say you can look up something on the internet. I don't know. Maybe I'll think about it later. I'll make some sort of Reddit post about it if I remember it. So So Sheldon and Penny don't have sex. I don't think though.
I'd like to thank RustU73 for sending me the picture I needed of Antonio Brown. I got the picture. Thanks.
Oh, Rusty's in here. Yeah, Rusty's always in. Rusty and I talk quite a bit on messages.
Great guy.
Yeah, Rusty's pretty good. I don't think Rusty's ever talked on here before. You know who I haven't heard in a long time is Rach, but I get Rach's in classes.
Send a laughing emoji if you're in class right now.
No, it's okay. She probably can't. It's anybody. Her professor sees her doing that. That'll be the end of it. She'll never be able to be here again.
Some of those classes are really big, though. Like, especially if she's a first year, like 300 people, they won't see her.
Yeah, Rach, let me ask you, Rach, do you play this out loud when you're in class?
I guess she can't respond, can she?
Well, I want to know. I'd love to see if Rach is playing this stuff out loud because I think that'd be pretty fang. Or if I could talk to the class a little bit. All right, Rach, you're on the air.
Yeah, no, I have my class muted. They can't hear me at all.
Oh, it's remote?
Yeah, it's remote.
What are you taking, Rach?
I'm taking accounting classes.
Oh, that's cool. I feel like I've heard you say that.
So you're just talking in the middle of your class right now to me?
Yeah, but it's muted. It's all remote.
So nobody can hear you talking?
No one can hear me talking.
Well, how does that work? You're sitting in a booth?
I'm muted.
No, you're on. No, I can hear the professor talking in the background. Are you in class on a classroom?
Yeah, it's like it's through like an online platform. Like you can watch them. I have like a slideshow up.
Okay, you're watching them online.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I didn't know they had that.
No,
when did they come up with that? When I should get best friend on that. He should start.
I think they started doing it during COVID, and they've kind of kept it going for a bit, but they're planning to get rid of it at my school pretty soon.
I couldn't deal with that kind of stuff. I had a bit of like uni doing that, and I just dropped out because of it.
You ever seen a cockroach? Rach, you ever seen a cockroach?
No, I have not seen a cockroach ever before.
You've never had one in your house running around?
No, I don't think we have those here. Do we have those in Canada? Well, we must, right?
I've seen them on the East Coast, but never on the West or Midwest.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys don't have cockroaches in Canada?
Depends on where, probably.
No, they if you're in Nevada, they have them. Frog.
Well, that's not Canada, though.
I thought he was saying that none of us have ever seen a cockroach before.
Yeah, you've seen a cockroach. You've seen a lot of them, right?
I had pet cockroaches. I had Bo Cherish and Wilson Cherish were their names.
Did you name them after your cat, Cherish?
No, I named them more or less under the essence that you see one that I pretty much saw one that had hung himself on a clothesline once. And I saw him doing that, and I said to myself, I think about my cockroaches that were in the living room because this is in my bedroom. I saw the cockroach hanging. I said, you guys just love those little guys. They were named Bo and Wilson at the time, Bo and Wilson. I walk in the other room and I said, I got to cherish the time I had left with them, so they're going to start pretty much calling them Bo Cherish and Wilson Cherish. And that's the same way I call my cat Cherish. She used to be JoJo, and when she got out, she was gone for days, and then she comes back. I say, there's one thing I learned to appreciate is loving this cat, and got to cherish the time you got left with her.
That's sweet.
That's really beautiful.
Yep. Yeah, and they
Cockroaches
should.
are
And
survivors. Did
yeah,
you lose
they
them?
well, these ones died. There's one died on a stovetop. He got charred on a stovetop. I think it was Bo Cherish, and then or no, that was Wilson Cherish. Then Bo Cherish, I managed to get on an airplane with me when I was coming back to Nevada, and I was holding him in my hand the entire time. I snuck some hashish onto the airplane too. And I start holding them on the plane as the thing's taking off in my hand. I pull them out of my bag, and I'm just holding them in my hand. And the dang thing pretty well much seizes up on me and dies in my hand once we hit. It's probably got to be top of the sky where the airplane gets to. High pressure must have killed him. I don't know. We got back on the ground. Plane pulls up. I walk out of the airport. Guess what the first thing I did with him was? Actually, we back up. The entire time he's dead, I'm crushing him up in my hand on a flight. I just realized he's dead there, and I'm just pretty well much holding them and molding them and really just grinding them into little bits and pieces because guess what? First thing I knew I was going to do is I was going to take that hashish out after I got to the airport in Vegas, walked outside that front door, wrapped him in a little joint, and smoked him as one last goodbye.
How did you get hashish on an airplane? TSA is so thorough.
No, they don't care about hashish anymore. The only things they care about is they pretty well much just care about bombs.
I think it would be fine unless the cockroach was like had metal in it or something, like a prosthetic little cockroach leg or wings.
They're pretty serious about. I'm pretty sure you can't like transport wildlife on a plane though, because you could introduce.
I hit him in the bag. I hit him in the bag with the hashish. I put him in the bag of the hashish, wrapped the hashish up tight in a sock, and then they went through the thing. They must have thought, guy's got a toy cockroach in his sock.
Yeah.
But also, it's not wildlife if it's a pet.
I don't think you should be sneaking hashish onto planes. I feel like you could get.
No, I wasn't sneaking it. I was taking it. But
you hid it in a sock.
Yeah, I was saying more or less that's just the best place for me to keep it personally.
Like I know people who smuggled things in planes, like other illicit. Well, I guess like hashish would be legal now. I don't know when you did this, but other illicit drugs in planes, and like you can get in a lot of trouble for that.
I've been in so much trouble all my life. I know exactly what to say. TSA comes up to me. They say, Bunyan, I see you got a whole thing of hashish in your sock. I look at them and I say, that's my cockroach's hashish. That's not mine. And I start joking about it. And let me tell you something. They never bothered me after that.
You know, one thing you can do. I recently just got back from Vancouver, and the TSA people in flights in the US are the worst. They're like, I think they're the most miserable people on earth. But in Canada, the customs people are super nice. And one of them told me
you're right.
They were telling me I couldn't bring my toothpaste on a plane because it had more than 100 milliliters or something. And then
that happened to me.
You know what you can do? One of the security ladies told me, just dump some in the garbage can. You didn't hear this from me. As long as it's below 100 milliliters, you're fine. So
why can't you take toothpaste on an airplane anyways?
Well, they don't want liquids, right? Because it could be a chemical for a bomb or something.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know.
Well, who stopped me from just getting some? You could get toothpaste in a Hudson.
But I don't want to buy new toothpaste because, like, I buy some of the sensitive teeth stuff.
Well, but I'm saying that you could go into a Hudson and get toothpaste for a bomb.
Oh, but I don't think they're worried about toothpaste. I think they're worried about you putting something else in the toothpaste canister.
I guess that makes a little.
Toothpaste did you dump?
Sorry, what was that?
How much toothpaste did you dump?
I only dumped so it was like a 120 ml bottle, and I probably dumped too much. So they say 100 milliliters is all you need. So I just dumped like half of the thing in the garbage.
Wait, does this? Are they just okay with bombs that made with like 100 ml of chemicals?
Really aggressively.
What do you mean? I brush my teeth really aggressively?
No, I mean instead of dumping it in the trash, you should have just brushed your teeth.
Yeah, you're saying I should have brushed my teeth right there?
Yeah.
When I was there with the crates,
just have it like a snack, like instead of gum, just like
just eat the toothpaste.
Yeah, just have like just like portion out 20 mils. That's the tablespoon. Just have that.
That'd clean
You know
me
how much
out.
a tablespoon
That's
is?
true. It'd probably clean me up inside.
You guys ever eaten toothpaste?
Every day.
What about like shampoo though? Because like I'm not gonna.
No, shampoo goes in your head. Toothpaste goes in your mouth. That's just facts.
I wouldn't do shampoo personally. I wouldn't take any of that. I wouldn't even do it to get high off of. I wouldn't even put water in a little drop of it and drink it.
What if it were like a 3-in-1 conditioner kind of situation?
I think that's going to wash your insides out so tough that you're going to start pretty well much vomiting up blood.
Shampoo? Really?
Blood's pretty healthy there.
No, it's not when it's coming out of your mouth. It's not.
This doesn't sound right.
It's coming out of your mouth. Oh,
Do you think I'd really vomit blood? Say I drank like 100 milliliters of shampoo.
I challenge you to.
It's going to start trying to clean out your insides. You start sucking up, and it's going to start pretty well much getting confused, thinking your insides is body wash, and it doesn't need to be washed inside a body. You only wash the outside of your body.
But I buy like good shampoo. I'm using Selsun Blue because I have some dandruff right now, and I feel like it might actually be good for me on the inside too.
Do you have dandruff?
You want me to drink
inside
shampoo
you?
right now? You want me to prove it right now? I'll drink a little bit of shampoo.
I'll go get my shampoo as well. We can
You'll
do a
drink
toast.
it? I just can't imagine it like be good. Like it wouldn't taste nice. Unless maybe you get like the berry, like some like flavored like berry kind. Maybe that could be good.
Best friend, bring me the shampoo.
I don't think I'm gonna drink this. It just does not smell like something I should be drinking. I think I'm doing a 180 on this.
Send me your text for A&W, and then when I head over there, I'll see what I can pick you up. I'll bring you back something.
You could try the toothpaste. See what that does.
I'll do some toothpaste.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not gonna do that because I only have like 60 milliliters left.
Best friend, take this back. Can I get toothpaste instead? Thank you. Okay. Okay, thank you, buddy.
How do I get a best friend that just brings me things?
That's a nephew.
Well, your bitch sister needs to get a child, adopt a child, and pretty well much raise him to be a no good shitter. Drop him off on your doorstep is what she needs to do.
Okay, I'll try that.
That's how you get one.
Doesn't sound
So,
like
Dave,
it's
you
worth
gonna
it.
you want to eat some of this toothpaste?
I don't want to waste my toothpaste, bun. I don't have that much left.
Davey, I will buy you new toothpaste.
You're in Australia or something.
I can send you money.
I'm not gonna eat toothpaste, but you go ahead, bun.
I'm at work right now. If I was at home, I'd have some toothpaste as well, but I'm not home.
Typical excuse.
It's 2:00 in the afternoon.
It's 9 p.m.
You're just wrong. I don't know
How
how to
is it,
explain this to you,
bud?
but you're wrong. You're just incorrect. It's not 9 o'clock. How's the toothpaste?
It's using my tongue now to start cleaning off the rest of the teeth. With the little remnants, because makes your mouth feel all spicy, and makes your throat feel a little sharpness in it. Makes you feel all fresh is what it does. You feel like you got clean coming down your throat.
Would you do this at an airport?
Makes you feel like overall I'm just a damn dragon, pretty much breathing out ice. And I gotta say I would say that was all right. That was not bad. And that's why I'm saying every once in a while it's not bad.
Recommend?
Would you do a whole tablespoon of that?
No, but I've done a tablespoon of Dawn dish detergent.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind if I'm bringing Dawn dish detergent
No.
onto
Do not ever try that. You don't ever drink Dawn dish detergent. I've already talked about it on here, so I won't bring it up again. But just don't look up. Don't drink Dawn dish detergent.
I'll keep that in mind.
Did you
Thanks
know?
for your wisdom.
This is something. If you run out of toothpaste, but you have mint gum, one thing that you can do is you can just start chewing the mint gum and then get a mouthful of water. And that's actually just about, it's pretty close to the same thing as toothpaste.
You can also put the gum in the microwave. Put the gum in the microwave or on a stovetop and let it melt a little bit and then use that.
I can just leave it out in the sun. Honestly, wouldn't recommend though.
No, put it in a microwave.
I've had melted gum before. It is not pleasant.
Well, you're not supposed to chew it. You're supposed to brush your teeth with it.
That's where I went wrong. Yeah.
I put yogurt in a microwave once, and it almost started a damn fire.
Oh, okay. Well, don't put plastic in a microwave.
Yeah, you do.
It was like one of those yogurt tubes.
You shouldn't put. Yeah, you don't put yogurt cups in the microwave because they're going to start sparking.
Yeah, it was a tube.
You take the lid off. Oh,
no, it starts. But you can. They start sparking. If you put plastic in there, it'll melt into your food, and that's how you get. You get the damn. Pretty well much just get sick off of it. I'd say.
Cancer. Heart cancer.
Yep. Some guys yelled at me the other day about heart cancer.
I microwave plastic things all the time. It works out fine. I haven't had cancer yet.
Well, just be careful with it because you leave that thing in there too long, it's pretty well much going to melt.
Who is yelling at you about heart cancer? Isn't that kind of insensitive?
Someone says you should never post about this again. This is the most insulting thing I've ever read. Something like that.
Sounds like they weren't taking you very seriously.
Yeah, it sounds like they were. Yeah, exactly. They thought I was probably trolling them. And I told him, I said I got through it just fine.
Look at that. The jokes subreddit moderators already removed your damn post.
You gotta be kidding me. Can we just this is bullshit.
I reckon you should have a new joke subreddit that you moderate. That way they wouldn't remove your posts.
Bob Douche, is he still in here? You send me messages.
He's sending you messages.
He said, I pledge my allegiance to Voles as stated in live talk chat. Voles.
I think he should be on a thin leash.
Yep.
Or short leash, rather. Probably not thin.
Well, folks, I gotta start wrapping this thing up because I gotta get off to A&W.
Let us know if they have any hot dogs back. Could you give us a heads up?
Yeah, I might just forget about it tonight, but that's basically all I'll say.
All right.
I don't think